Did I tell you guys I used to bring my Naruto headband to school? I didn't wear it. I like kept it in my backpack. I didn't realize that people were bullying me. I mentioned it to a friend and they're like, you have a headband? I want to see. And I thought they were genuine, but I think they were making fun of me behind my back. You guys ever have a special interest and then you get made fun of, but you don't realize you're getting made fun of? I didn't realize I was getting bullied. I thought they liked Naruto. I was a really... I'll get emotional if I think about it too much. I was a really lonesome kid. Obviously, I'm very close to my siblings, but like at the time, we were both kids. We were both, referring to Aradia specifically. Malfa was kind of older, so she was off doing her own thing. Then Aradia and me were close in age, but we shared a room, so we really didn't get along for a long time. When I went to school, because I liked anime, people didn't like anime and they didn't like you if you liked anime. I got bullied really bad for liking anime. I was an incredibly lonely child. I didn't have any friends. I didn't have anyone to hang out with me after school. I didn't get invited anywhere. I didn't get invited to birthday parties. You know, they don't really care about you. We didn't really have a lot of family friends. Like, I eventually did get like my childhood friend in like late elementary school. So for a long period of time, I didn't have anyone. I actually even only got my childhood friend because she also liked Naruto. So I'm really happy because I found my people, you know? It took me a really long time, and at school no one liked me. And I understand I'm an annoying person. You know, I talk a lot. I like to talk about the things that I like. I was always very deeply aware that I was unwanted, maybe is the word to use. It sounds really stupid to say, but so like OG Naruto for that reason is like stupidly like important to me. To me, Naruto, I saw myself in him. When watching it, I saw myself because he's someone that like no one wanted, that like people were kind of like scared of, that like when people saw him, they just kind of wished he would go away. And so for a long time, I felt like that. For a long time, yeah, like I really resonated with like the imagery of Naruto being alone on the swing. So having this story where this kid who is seen as a nuisance, who nobody wants, becoming understood and like never losing his care for people. He was treated really badly, and at the beginning of the series he did like act out a bit, but like he never stopped caring about the people around him. When people did care about him, he never gave up on them. There was just a lot of things in Naruto that I really appreciated. I had to repress a lot of things because the bullying was so bad. I remember my mom had told me, she's like, don't talk about anime at school anymore. Like, don't talk about the things that you like. Yeah, it was to the point where just talking about the thing that I loved and being passionate about it was not something that would get me treated nicely at all. I ended up moving schools. When I went to middle school, we had to move schools. So I didn't know anyone. So I suddenly was able to make friends because I didn't talk about any of the things that I like. I eventually did meet other people who like anime, so I would talk about anime with them. I was actually really embarrassed and I was worried when I went to high school because it was combined again. And everyone from my old school, I thought maybe they just would have forgotten. They all remembered me. And I remembered because they'd always be like, were you this girl? Were you like this really cringy girl who liked anime? Was that like you? And I was like, oh yeah. Seeing Naruto, seeing again this kid who didn't have anyone and who was treated really badly just for being himself, really, knowing that he could become someone who had all these people who cared about him and loved him and who wanted the best for him and didn't mind when he was himself and didn't mind when he was eccentric. They didn't care because they just liked Naruto as a person. I think deep down, as humans, we all want to be loved. We all want the people around us to see us for who we are and accept us. I know Naruto might not be like the best story in the world, but I'm so grateful that it exists because for me, at the time especially, it was something that I think I really needed to see. Thank you guys for being here. Honestly, it's one of the reasons I really appreciate you guys. Just knowing that you guys like accept me, knowing that so many of you just genuinely are like, no, I like that about you. It makes me so happy because that's not something I'm used to hearing.